Hey guys, Rod here at A Better Way to Farm. Happy Thursday afternoon to you. What a gorgeous day we're having. What a beautiful fall that we are having. And I'm sitting out here in a t-shirt today, loving every second of this on November the 9th, I think it is. And guys, here's what I want to talk about. Yesterday, I had a nice conversation with my good friend Travis from down in central Missouri. He'd sent me a picture of the temperature. He'd sent me a picture of the guys pulling on the NH3, and I was reminded of Les Brown's quote. I listened to a lot of trainers trying to become a better person, and Les Brown's quote that came to mind was, if they knew better, they'd do better. We know better. Guys, I just looked. Our 4-inch soil temperature where I'm sitting today is 60 degrees. Our projected temperatures throughout even up to next Thursday, are going to be 68 degrees for the highs. I get people say, well, the air temperature doesn't matter, it's just the ground temperature. That's true, but the last time I checked, the ground temperature was directly influenced by the air temperature. And when it gets warm of a day, we are not going to get a decrease. Guys, here's what I want you to think about. Everyone thinks that 50 degrees soil temperature is the magic number. It's the magic number for reducing loss, not stopping it. Guys, here's the deal. Losses from NH3 do not stop when the soil temperature gets to 49. They just reduce. The loss of NH3 continues throughout the year. Yeah, the colder it gets, the slower the bugs are, the more they're tired, the less they do, but it doesn't quit. Research this. And guys, the retailers know better, but here's their deal. They got a lot of acres to cover, and they're going to do it. Here's my question. Everything that happens in agriculture is really good for someone. The question is who? I drove home from Quincy, Illinois today. They are blowing NH3 on everywhere. I'm looking out there. It's dry. It's so dry. At any given time, there's 2 knives blowing gas up into the air. I'm going to suggest that's loss. Okay, I am. I'm going to suggest that we have lost some right there. Yes, I get fired up about this. Why? Last year, the Illinois Soybean Association released the results of a multi-year study. A multi-year study. My son was at the meeting, and they said beyond the shadow of a doubt, that the number one loss of nitrogen was experienced by fall-applied NH3. And my son walked out into the hallway to hear all of the growers say, well, it's not like that on my farm. Guys, you're standing in the middle of the railroad tracks saying, I think the train's going to swerve. It ain't going to hit me. No, that's not true. You're going to get smoked. And if you think you're not suffering loss, you're living in an isle of delusion. Guys, if they knew better, they'd do better. I get people saying, hey, well, here's the deal. We got to get her done. We got a lot of acres to cover. And I understand from the retailer standpoint, they want to get over the acres and get the money. I get that. But from your standpoint, what are you doing? What are you trying to achieve? Because here's what I'll tell you. We have a lot of guys growing a bushel of corn on 0.6 pounds of nitrogen, a bushel of corn on 0.7 pounds of nitrogen. Those are super achievable. And I'm talking about 280 bushel yields. Not some 115, but 280, 290, 295 on 0.6 or 0.7. But we're never going to do that with fall-applied gas. We've got to be thinking about what we do. So when they come to me, because I get growers, they come to me, and I know I love you, but some of you are going to argue, you're going to tell me that I'm wrong, and that's fine. We work with people that use gas. Very few of them apply in the fall. Very few of them, actually none of them, use it as their only source of nitrogen. But I get the guy comes to me and he says, we have got to get it done because we have acres to cover. My response is, then go plant your corn. You've got a lot of acres to cover. It looks to me like the soil would work pretty good. Let's get after it. We get 1,000 acres of corn nailed in here before Thanksgiving. And they look at me and they go, that's just stupid. And I just smile. It's no more stupid to plant your corn right now than it is to put on your nitrogen. Guys, here's the deal. If you would plant your corn, and then it would get cold very quickly and freeze, and then all of a sudden, it would freeze all winter, and then in the spring, we'd get the perfect warm up and the perfect moisture. You could actually get away with fall planted corn. I know some guys who have played with it, and 1 out of 10 years, it works halfway decent. 9 out of 10 years, it's a train wreck, okay? But just to be clever, you could do it. But guys, it's no more dumb to plant corn tomorrow than it is to put anhydrous on when the soil temperature is 60 and the highs for the next 8 days are all 68, 66, 69 degrees. Guys, you do whatever you want to do. I'm just asking you to respectfully consider what's best for you. Just think about what you want to do. Guys, our deal is to bring the best information that we can. And I sat down last week and had the honor of listening to Dr. Mulvaney release some research. I had the honor of going to lunch with him and talking about some different things with nitrogen management. And man, it was enlightening. And I want to tell you guys, he is your friend. He only has one agenda, and that is to tell the American farmer the truth. He is not being swayed by the industry. He's not preaching what somebody else wants him to say. He's just going out and he's doing the research and he's bringing it to you. And so consequently, that's what we're after. We're just trying to bring you the information. I don't sell nitrogen. I do have a stabilizer that will help you a lot, properly applied at the right time. But I'm not here trying to get you to do anything because I'm going to sell you nitrogen. I'm here saying, guys, you knew better. Let's do better. Because I really want you to make some money. I really want you to be profitable. And the bottom line is I want to keep the environmentalists off our case. And we're not going to do that when we're letting nitrogen go down the creek. I hope you guys will take this, think on it, consider it, and for something we can do, reach out. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we really do hope you're having a better day.